You know, there's something truly special about a good walk. The fresh air, the rhythm of your steps, the way it clears your mind and lifts your spirits. But as we get a little older, sometimes walking doesn't feel quite as effortless as it used to. Maybe your knees protest a bit more, or you find yourself getting winded sooner than you'd like. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. And more importantly, there are simple, joyful ways to keep walking strong well into your golden years. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Walking after 65. 6 life-changing tips to keep you strong and healthy. Whether you're already a daily walker or just getting started, these tips will help you move with more ease, energy, and confidence. Because here's the truth. Walking isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about staying independent, keeping your heart happy, and enjoying all the little moments life has to offer. So, let's start with the first tip, and it's one you might not expect. Listen to your body, not the clock. So many of us grew up with the idea that exercise has to be hard or fast to count. But after 65, your body is your best guide. Some days, you might feel like striding briskly for 30 minutes. Other days, a gentle 10-minute stroll is just right. And that's perfectly okay. The key is consistency, not intensity. If you push too hard just to meet some arbitrary goal, you risk injury or burnout. And that's the last thing we want. Instead, focus on how you feel. Are you breathing a little deeper? Are your muscles waking up? That's your body saying, "Thank you." Now, let's talk about your feet, because they're the foundation of every step you take. Tip number 2 is, give your feet the love they deserve. Think about it. Your feet have carried you for decades, through work, play, and everything in between. It's time to return the favor. Start with a good pair of walking shoes. Look for ones with cushioning, arch support, and a wide enough toe box so your feet aren't cramped. And here's a pro tip. Shop for shoes later in the day, when your feet are naturally a little swollen, to ensure the best fit. But don't stop there. Try rolling a tennis ball under your feet for a minute or two before your walk. It's a simple way to loosen tight muscles and make every step more comfortable. And here's the third tip, one that can make all the difference in how you feel during and after your walk. Stand tall, like you're wearing a crown. It's easy to start hunching forward as we age, whether from habit or stiffness. But good posture isn't just about looking confident. It helps you breathe easier, prevents back pain, and even makes walking feel lighter. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the sky. Relax your shoulders, soften your knees, and let your arms swing naturally. You might be surprised how much farther and more comfortably you can walk when you're not fighting against your own posture. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But what if I get tired too quickly? Or what if my joints ache? Don't worry, we'll cover those questions and more as we move through these tips. The important thing is to start where you are, celebrate every step, and remember that walking is one of the kindest things you can do for your body and mind at any age. So let's keep going. In the next part, we'll talk about how to make your walks more enjoyable, the magic of walking with a friend or furry companion, and a simple trick to keep your balance strong and steady. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a way to savor life, one step at a time. You know, one of the most beautiful things about walking is that it's never just about the steps you take. It's about the world around you. The birds singing, the leaves rustling, the way the sunlight dances on the sidewalk. That brings us to tip number 4. Make your walks a joy, not a chore. So often, we think of exercise as something we have to do, like taking medicine. But what if instead, we saw it as a gift we get to give ourselves? Try this. The next time you head out for a walk, engage your senses. Notice the colors of the flowers in your neighbor's garden. Breathe in the scent of fresh-cut grass or rain-washed air. Listen to the sound of your own footsteps, steady, rhythmic, alive. If you're walking in a familiar place, take a different route today. Even small changes, like going left instead of right at the end of your driveway, can make your walk feel fresh and new. And if you've always walked for exercise, try walking just for pleasure. Stop to watch the ducks at the pond, sit on a bench and people watch for a minute, or bring a small camera to capture something lovely. When walking becomes something you look forward to, rather than something you check off a list, you'll naturally want to do it more often. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful motivators out there, companionship. Tip number 5 is walk with a friend, or even a four-legged one. There's a reason walking clubs are so popular. It's easier and a lot more fun to stay consistent when you've got company. A walking buddy keeps you accountable, turns exercise into social time, and makes the miles fly by with good conversation. If you don't have a regular walking partner, consider joining a local senior walking group or even starting one with a few neighbors. And if human company isn't an option, a dog can be the perfect walking companion. They're always eager to go, never cancel plans, and their excitement is contagious. No dog? Offer to walk a friend's or neighbor's pup. They'll thank you, and so will your step count. But companionship isn't the only benefit of walking with others. It's also safer. Having someone by your side means there's help nearby if you ever feel unsteady or tired. And that leads us to tip number 6. Practice balance as you go. Balance is one of those things we don't think about until it starts to slip. But the good news is that walking itself is a natural balance exercise. To take it up a notch, try this. Every so often during your walk, pause and stand on one foot for a few seconds. Hold onto a tree or bench if needed. Shift your weight gently from heel to toe as you walk. Walk heel to toe in a straight line, like you're on a balance beam. These little challenges keep your muscles alert and your coordination sharp, reducing the risk of falls. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what if I'm not steady enough for that? That's okay. Start where you are. Even marching in place while holding the back of a sturdy chair is a great way to build confidence. The key is to keep challenging yourself just a little, because balance is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And here's something important to remember. Walking isn't just good for your body. It's a boost for your mind, too. Studies show that regular walks can lift your mood, sharpen your memory, and even help you sleep better at night. So when you're out there putting one foot in front of the other, you're not just moving your legs, you're nurturing your whole self. In the next part, we'll wrap up with some final tips, including how to stay motivated on tough days, a simple way to track your progress without stress, and why every step you take is a celebration of what your body can do, no matter the number on your birthday cake. Because the best walks aren't about speed or distance, they're about feeling strong, grateful, and fully alive in the moment. You know, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves as we age is permission to adapt. Some days you might walk miles without a second thought. Other days, just making it to the mailbox feels like an accomplishment. And both of those realities are perfectly okay. That brings us to our final tip, and perhaps the most important one. Celebrate every step, not just the finish line. So often, we get caught up in numbers. How many steps? How many minutes? How many miles? But here's the truth. The walk that matters most is the one you actually take. Missed a few days? Don't scold yourself. Just lace up your shoes today. Only managed 5 minutes? That's 5 minutes more than if you'd stayed on the couch. Progress isn't always linear, especially after 65, and that's perfectly normal. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself, one step at a time. Now, let's talk about motivation. Because even the most dedicated walkers have days when they'd rather stay in their favorite chair. On those days, try this trick. Focus on how you'll feel afterward. Not just physically, though that post-walk energy boost is real, but emotionally. Remember that sense of accomplishment you get when you've moved your body? That little spark of pride when you realize, I did this for me. That's what you're really walking toward. And if that's not enough, try setting out your walking clothes the night before, or leaving your shoes right by the door. Sometimes, reducing those small barriers makes all the difference. For those of you who like to track progress, here's a gentle suggestion. Measure how walking makes you feel, not just how far you go. Instead of fixating on step counts, keep a simple journal. Note how your energy improved, how your joints felt looser, how you slept better that night. Maybe even jot down one beautiful thing you noticed on your walk. A blooming rose, a child's laughter, the way the morning light filtered through the trees. These are the real milestones that matter. As we wrap up, I want to remind you of something profound. Every time you choose to walk, you're choosing strength. You're choosing independence. You're choosing to honor the incredible machine that is your body. Not because it works perfectly, but because it works for you. That stiff knee? It's still carrying you forward. That slightly slower pace? It's giving you more time to notice the world around you. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, step outside and take just 10 steps with this new perspective. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Appreciate what your body can do right now, today. And if you're able, take 10 more. That's how strong habits are built. Not through force, but through kindness to yourself. I'd love to hear in the comments, what's your favorite thing about walking? Is it the quiet time to think? The chance to chat with a friend? Or maybe the way it helps you feel connected to your neighborhood? Your stories inspire all of us. If this video helped you see walking in a new light, give it a thumbs up. It means more people will discover these tips. And if you're not already part of our community, hit that subscribe button. We're here to help you live your healthiest, happiest life after 65. Remember, age isn't about slowing down. It's about moving forward with wisdom, grace, and the knowledge that every step is a victory. Here's to strong legs, happy hearts, and the countless adventures still ahead. One beautiful walk at a time.